Welcome to the show. This is The Force. Always, my name is Diz, aka David Zammit. Let's get on with the show with the news, the views, the reviews, and interviews. And today is a special edition. Again, Michael the movie is now released here in Melbourne, Australia. It will be fastly approaching in other countries. But yes, I will be giving you a review about that shortly when I go and see it. I'll be up and at 'em in one moment. Before that, just some Star Wars news. I found out the prices for the Mandalorian and Grogu popcorn containers, the AT-AT or the AT-AT popcorn container. It's about this big. It's massive. It's impressive. With popcorn in it, $80 Australian. And also the Mandalorian helmet with the Grogu attached. It's actually almost a head proper size. And that's impressive too. That's $80 as well with popcorn in it, just to let you know. To more news, another great Star Wars fan film that I won't be reviewing this time because of the special edition of today. And that is on Skywalker Stories. It's it's just type in, just go to Skywalker Stories, see the latest one. It's about Darth Vader after he had a lightsaber duel with Luke Skywalker on Cloud City, and he's having a bit of a discussion with Qui-Gon Jinn. But anyway, that is the news, and it's time to get up, and for the special edition as this is, to go to the movies and check out Michael. I'm going to no, you know what? I'm not going to change this time. I'm going to keep it real like this and go and check out Michael. Okay, so now I'm at the cinema going to see Michael on the extreme screen. So let's see what it's all about. Okay, I've just come out of Michael the movie. Expect a big review shortly as I get home. Okay, so now I'm back from seeing the movie Michael. Here is my review. Let me start off by saying I woke up this morning to some YouTubers saying that, and also Rotten Tomatoes saying that this is a terrible film. I was pretty excited before I saw that. I try and attempt not to see anyone's review, but it just was there, and I thought I'd give a sneak peek of just of partly why. But anyway, let me tell you from me, this film straight off the bat is an 8.5 out of 10. It is not terrible. It's a great film. Now, the type of film it is a first part. And at the end, it says, his story continues. Really a great use of words, partly being used before with Michael Jackson. But the actual film from start to finish, really sort of hovers on the surface and gets a little bit deep and goes back to the surface and goes back a bit deep and up and down. You sort of get to understand certain things, like a little bit of the writing process, not how every single thing was done or made in his life. That would be a much longer film. The film it goes for about just over 2 hours. The audience I was with seemed to be pleased with it. I opted not to get any Michael Jackson merchandise like the funky drink container because I just thought, you know what, I was a little bit put off by these reviews this morning. I didn't want to buy something that would be stuck on my shelf and I wouldn't be happy with. But you know what? I should have got it, but I'm sort of glad I didn't. It's only a sparkly type sort of drinking container, which is nice, but not for me. This film, the performance by the lead actor, which is A. Jackson, I think it's Jatar. I think that's his name. I'm sure that's his name, but I don't exactly know, so I'm not that sure. His performance, his mimicking of his uncle was amazing. I wouldn't say it's going to win an Academy Award, but I reckon he'll be nominated. There was maybe 5% of the time where the actual hairdo or the makeup, especially in the Thriller sort of video clip, sort of didn't have the same look to what it was back in the original Michael Jackson era. Just slightly I'm talking slightly. I'm being nitpicky here. But his mannerisms physically, in his dance, in his walk, in his running, in his voice, in his smile, in his gestures, amazing. What a first acting performance. This is a great performance. The director should be absolutely, full marks credited. Same with him. And even the supporting cast were really, really good. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Look, it's not the best thing I've ever seen in my life, but this film is what you see in the trailers and you get it actually in the movie. Like, it's just good. But it's not a musical. It's actually a story, it's like a proper, like a story that was made like in a fiction way, but told with adding musical pieces in live performances of or being on set to a video. So there's realism to it. So it's not a musical, and I'm so glad for that because I hate musicals. It's really excruciating, but this was done with such reality. I'm amazed. Look, I'll tell you this. I love things in America, lots of things, but I don't understand that when it comes to reviews, myself and or other Australians and America, there's two different sets of appreciation here. Like, I just am amazed that it's been like early this morning, Rotten Tomatoes on the critics area was 30%. Man, mate, this film does not deserve that at all. This film is at worst good. At worst. And it's great. It's an 8.5 out of 10. So anyway, that's my review for this summer. Now, I'm going to actually add in some questions that I was sent actually about this film. And can you believe it? It's from my YouTube channel. If you want to send in any questions at any time about Star Wars, usually, but today is a special edition about Michael from a perspective of a Star Wars kid like me. Just a Star Wars kid seeing a movie like that. So Michael from Werribee South loves to send in questions. He sent me some questions and comments. The first one is, these questions refer to Michael Jackson's biopic. That's his first, it's a comment. Okay. So the next question or comment by Michael from Werribee South is, casting and performance. While the film itself has received mixed and negative reviews, Jafar Jackson performance has been widely praised for his uncanny resemblance and dance moves. Does a family member playing the lead role help or hinder the film's objectivity? Helps it. Absolutely helps it. The mixed reviews, I don't understand. The negative reviews, I don't understand what's going on out there. I must be in a different planet, or Australia must be on a different planet. I'm not saying all Australians are like me, but the audience I was with were pretty praising it. I went with a friend tonight, and he liked it. But having it being a family member, it helps market it, and also helps the mannerisms. It's just uncanny. It's amazing. The next question is the art versus artist debate. Some reviewers, such as those at Hollywood Reporter, note that fans will likely love the musical spectacle regardless of the narrative flaws. Can you enjoy the film's celebration of his music while acknowledging the asterisks on his legacy? Well, this film really ends where it goes to the release of Bad. So from that point, it's pretty much a celebration of his rise and then hovering glory. In those years, I'm sure there was some things happening, but it's not revealed in this film. I think the next part is going to be a completely opposite type of film to this. It's going to be either very sad or very frustrating or very just something. But this film was just, you can enjoy the story and you can enjoy the live performances. It's not just a spectacle, this film. It is spectacle, but it's a great story. It's got, even though it sort of, doesn't move much, doesn't deep dive much into here, into his, lots of aspects of what the story brought up, but it still gives a lot of detail, especially in the performance of Javad Jackson for his uncle, Michael Jackson. Amazing. I'm sure Michael above is loving this film, in my humble opinion. Anyway, the next question from Michael from Werribee South: authenticity versus sanitation. Critics from The Guardian and The Independent have called the film sanitized and a whitewash because it omits or glosses over the sexual abuse allegations. Do you think a biopic about Jackson's life can be accurate if it focuses primarily on his artistry and leaves out the controversies? I think the next film is going to be about the controversies. I think it was a deliberate point where, they're going to give a yin and yang type of sort of setup to the two movies. I don't see them making a third one, but I think there's going to be tragedy and sadness and just debate in the next one. I don't think it does gloss over his life, but his life was glossy. But it shows that he was a very positive spirited, happy person, even in such a powerful position. But anyway, that's just interpretation from the writers and directors. And yes, it's sort of got family based involved, but what I knew of Michael Jackson, which is from afar, is pretty much what you see on the screen. That's what I think. Anyway, so the next and final question is state involvement. The film was produced in cooperation with the Michael Jackson estate. Does having the estate involved make the movie an official tribute or just a piece of pro-Jackson propaganda? Look, these type of questions is going to be sort of better utilized when we see the second one. If the second one doesn't really explore the unfortunate negative points in Michael Jackson's life, then we'll know that it is a bit about propaganda. But this film, it started from Jackson 5 all the way to I'm Bad, which was in 1988, I think it was. It just shows his life as we knew it then. At that point, there was no allegations, maybe whispers, but no real allegations of negative doing at all. It was just, he was clean cut, top of the world, pop star, that's it. There might have been whispers, but it does show the life of Michael Jackson, high and mighty, but that is the reality of his life. His life was sort of so high and mighty. Anyway, so that was the final question from Michael from Werribee South. Subscribe to the channel The Force Always. I'm here 3 or 4 times a week. Like and share the video if you like. Send me a comment deemed appropriate to the channel. Obviously, I'm doing Michael Jackson from a perspective of a Star Wars kid. That's it. But until next time, my friends, keep rocking.